The plantations reopened as prison camps. So someone could have been enslaved prior to the Civil War in a place, been emancipated, then been arrested and sentenced to do the same labor they did as a slave in the same place where they had been enslaved. And this is the origins of the Parchman Farm prison in Mississippi.
So when Jelani talks about, right, this history, this legacy of white supremacy coming out of slavery, I think that I want everyone to be clear that when we're talking about that history, it really does infect the structures of the criminal justice system as it is functioning today.
When a kid, especially a kid of color, walks into a courtroom, we owe them to be with them, to walk with them in that courtroom, to make sure that they have good representation, that we're working with the public defenders, that we're talking with the social workers, that we're in conference with the judge in his chambers or her chambers, and that we're giving that kid, trying to counter the bias that puts that a kid's 30 times more likely to be incarcerated. So we owe them justice in the system. More than that, we owe them great lives, right? And to reach their full potential. So if we're saying that we know that most of the kids that go to prison are from Patterson, and we know the blocks that they're from, the neighborhoods they're from, we need to invest in those communities.
The response to when African American young people or Black young people misbehave, which is in line with their brain development, right? When they do things that they're not supposed to do, instead of getting the support and the care and nurturing that they get, they're perceived as violent, and so they're pushed out. And so when we talk about this narrative around the juvenile justice system and the criminal justice system, I want us to also think about the way girls of color, Black girls particularly, are affected. So Black girls across the country are 6 times more likely to be suspended from school than white girls. 6 times.
Each step of the way, we're able to do our part, as Dina just mentioned, in her role and in my respective role. And for me, it's been big to educate the people who I am serving within that system. So to speak to your question, Marie, is without question, I have definitely encountered and personally experienced people being treated a certain way because of their complexion.
85% of kids are incarcerated, and mostly kids of color. There was a study done in Chicago where they actually looked at blocks in Chicago and found out there was hundreds of blocks where each block spent $1 million or more on incarcerating people from that block. So what do we owe our kids? We owe them stop using prisons. Most of the kids, young people in prisons, are there for nonviolent crimes, and unfortunately they're also there for violations of probation. Take that $1 million a block that we're spending on incarcerating kids in Chicago, I'm sure that the stats are somewhere here, and invest that in youth programs, family support programs. And we owe them not to use prisons as an option at all. We don't need them for young people. It's bottom line.